guys, today's video is going to be a Mystic Practice Unpopular Opinions edition. Now I have about just a few unpopular opinions when it comes to spirituality and just the outlook on things that are supposed to be spiritual and strictly spiritual, but a lot of people either shun it or they misuse it in some way. So first one is not necessarily unpopular opinion. A lot of people in the spiritual and witchy community always says this, but the Bible is nothing but a spell book. I know a lot of witches. I have a lot of family members myself that put Bible verses on the altar in their home, burn a candle for it, things like that. So yeah, anybody who is going to tell you, oh, well, that's devil worship, or you're going to go to hell because you like astrology, like, they're already in hell. Don't listen to them. Now, the second opinion that I have is, I would say, an unpopular opinion. Got my notes here. Demonic gods and goddesses are not bad. They just can't be controlled, nor do they take bullshit and turn the other cheek. Now, I have a very strong opinion about this because, for example, Lilith is always thought as a demonic woman. She was the first wife of Adam when you look at Genesis, and in my opinion, she's only a demon because she can't be controlled. And that's what I think about all the other demon gods and goddesses that are out there. Like in the Sumerian culture, their spiritual practices, they have a lot of demonic gods and goddesses. And I just feel like people who are into spirituality or even into the mainstream conventional spirituality, such especially Christianity, I will say, they think that demonic figures such as Lucifer is evil, when necessarily he just questions God's motives and God's hobbies, such as he liked the humans more than he even puts the humans on a pedestal. And Lucifer was like, what the hell are you doing? We're gods. We are divine entities, and you're sitting up here siding with these beings that don't even know what fire is yet. So when it comes to that, I definitely see that this demonic energy, like I said, it can't be controlled. And and many of the witchy groups that I'm a part of, everybody is always like, be careful. Like, you can work with these energies, with these entities. They are not going to be out here to kill you or hurt you, but they are not for the bullshit. And they're not for the bullshit because they don't follow the guidelines of this toxic positivity that even us in this modern day and age have and always participates in, such as turning the other cheek if somebody's beating your ass. Like, hell no, I'm going to do something about it. Somebody's out here beating my ass, I'm going to do something about it. Or, you know, how Christians always like to say, you know, two rights make a wrong or whatever. How eye for an eye is not anything you should participate in. Such as, I was talking to one witch, and there was somebody asking her about doing a spell on a pregnant woman who hurt her child, and how the woman who the child got hurt by that pregnant woman, she wanted that pregnant woman to suffer in some way. And if that meant her unborn child suffering, she was like, that's fine, I don't give a damn. And so this witch that I was speaking to had a problem with it. And I was like, first of all, we're talking about a child here, and your own child. Like, of course she wants to do a spell on this woman, whether or not she's pregnant, because she hurt her baby. It doesn't matter. And this is where, in the journey of my own spirituality, I am definitely looking into those demonic energies, you know, that dark magic, because, you know, these cotton candy rainbow unicorn, you know, thought processes or witches are not always going to protect you and get the job done. I've had my own experience with not practicing magic in a way of protecting myself and potentially harming other people. when they have harmed me, and that within itself has built up bad karma for me because I'm not protecting myself. I'm just letting people do whatever they want. So when I think about this demonic energy, I'm like, when you look at yin and yang, when you look at positive and negative energy does not necessarily mean evil. Negative energy just means the opposite of positive. And sometimes you're going to need to do those negative things in order to protect yourself. You're going to need to participate in violence. If somebody is beating you up, you're going to have to be violent back. That's a negative energy. So yeah, demonic gods or goddesses are not evil unless you use them for evil reasons. Just like, I don't even know what to call the gods and goddesses that are not seen as demonic, but if you use those or ask help from those gods or goddesses, just positive entities in general, you could be asking for their help to do something evil. So it just depends on how you use this energy and what you do when you use this energy. So, go back to my notes. The third and last one is really near and dear to my heart. I'm very passionate about it, and I hate how people use this title. Godparents. Godparents are guides for your children, spiritual guides to be specific. They are not here as a cute little title for your best friend because they're not literally your auntie. I mean, they're not literally your child's auntie. They are not used to be cute little titles, and then when the child gets older, you just leave them be. And they're not, and necessarily a godparent is not also to take care of your child when you die. A godparent is there as a spiritual guide, someone other than you and your co-creator, your partner. It is used for them to be another elder or another set of elders in their life other than mom and dad. And I hate how people use godparents as something cute, as something, you know, like, I don't even know what to call it, as if people think it's a rite of passage when they don't even use it wrong. And it'll be all nice and cute. You're buying gifts for these kids. You're spending time with them. And once they become old enough to speak and have opinions and all of that good stuff, actually becoming people, then you want to put them on the back burner or just throw them to the side, and then you never speak to them again. And I have spoken to a lot of people that have godparents, and that has happened to where their godparents was in their life up to, let's just say, 9 years old, and then all of a sudden, as they're getting older, they're really coming into themselves and coming into that part of evolving as a mature human being, whether you're a girl or boy. And your spiritual guides are just gone. Your godparents are just nowhere to be found. You don't even feel that comfortable to reach out to them. And even if you do reach out to them, then they're like, oh, well, you're not my actual child. Or worse, they don't even speak to your parents anymore. Those godparents where, you know, your mama and your daddy had you, you know, at that young and dumb age, and they had this best friend, these best friends, and now your parents don't even talk to them anymore. So they're not really your godparents. They were just your mom and dad's best friend, and now they haven't spoken to them in 10 years, so they're nowhere to be found for you. So you have no other set of mature adults to talk to and come to and get the advice spiritually as a human being, because we're spiritual beings first. And it's not all about, oh, I'm going through puberty, I need to talk to somebody about what's happening with my body. It's like you need somebody to talk to you about your soul as well as you're growing into this mature adult. You need somebody to help you learn how to center yourself. You need somebody to help you learn how to even meditate in the first fucking place, how to properly enact rituals, how to properly cleanse yourself of negative energy, or properly balance yourself as you're coming into yourself. And we can't just completely rely on our parents for that all the time. We need this village, but in this modern day, there's no such thing as a village. That's just a phrase that people say when they want to get in your business. So, yeah. that is my 3 unpopular spiritual opinions. And you guys comment, tell me what you think. What kind of unpopular opinions do you have? So yeah, remember to like, subscribe, share, comment. Let's talk about this, because this misuse of spirituality or manipulation of spirituality, or just the absolute non-practice of spirituality, has got to stop. So yeah, remember, like, subscribe. See you guys later.